94.9.
All right, good to have you join us on 32 FM 94.9 Ibadan. Welcome to the Wednesday edition of Breakdown Newspaper Review, midweek edition. My name is Dele Adeyanju. I say good morning to you.
Good morning to you, dear listener. I am OLUTAYO. God, it's good to be here once again today. Well, some of the things we do behind the scene you don't get to see.
Even people watching from YouTube, they won't get to understand.
Oh, it's audio visual.
Visual.
So definitely you can also go on YouTube to check out what we're doing in the studio. 32 FM 949 Ibadan. 32 FM 949 on Ibadan. There you can drop your headline. And also, let's have some conversation this morning. I have the Guardian newspaper here, Premium Times, Daily Trust, and the Daily Times newspaper.
My favorite papers this morning: Punch, Daily Post, Independent, and Vanguard newspapers. I take headlines from Punch. Again, bandits invade Kaduna communities, kill 23 residents. JAMB to prosecute 200 exams cheats, budgets 100 million naira. Also, Amotekun combs forests as gunmen abduct 7 Osun travelers. Ogun community is raised to alarm over influx of herdsmen in Oyo. TUC tackles silver as federal government says fuel price pain looms. ACF aligns as Northern governors call open grazing outdated. Anambra governor poll will be walkover if given tickets. Uba Oshiomhole aligns with Akonde, says revalidation against APC constitution. Suspected pipeline vandals kill soldier, steal rifle in Bayelsa. COVID, BUA fight over 1.3 billion naira payment of vaccine. NCDC figure in Ondo not true, says government. Lagos Canary leader, 2 others killed in Borno crash. Will flush out bandits. Kidnappers disguising as herdsmen. Obaseki. I move to other headlines from Punch newspaper this morning. COVID-19 funds must be used judiciously, says Lawan. Lawyers sue CBN. SEC over cryptocurrency ban. At last, Kwara Assembly swears in only PDP member. Futo workers begin strike. Kano receives 310 Saudi returnees from federal government. Katsina mass abduction. Court remands ex-LG boss, others for terrorism. Nigeria, China to celebrate diplomatic relations. 1,500 households benefit from federal government solar project in Gombe. And with funding from federal government, we can tackle COVID-19. Herbal practitioners. Sanwo-Olu seeks partnership. Lagos named best in maritime safety. Finally, 50 vulnerable Lagosians gets government financial assistance.
And from Daily Trust, Labour knocks federal government over moves to hike fuel price again. Oshibajo, we must attend to the crisis or cries for justice. We must attend to the cries for justice. That's Oshibajo speaking there. Buhari attacks Yobe town. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Boko Haram attacks Yobe town. Boko Haram attacks Yobe town. But Yelsa community is awash in spills, yet all companies deny leak. APC chieftain, 2 others die in Borno Road crash. Amado Bello Foundation awards 580 undergraduate scholarship. Buhari orders arrest, prosecution of illegal arms bearers. Still from Daily Trust, Laha Rep spokesperson, Nigerian lawmakers among world's poorest. We are suffering. Okay, gang leader of Kankara schoolboys abduction surrenders. Army appoints new spokesperson. Banditry. Why I submitted 20 rifles to Zamfara government. Daudawa. Let's see. Some more APC registration. Oshomole backs are condemnable as Oshibajo Fayemi support exercise. Nigerians react As federal government alerts on fuel price increase, Edo 2020 stakeholders differ over latest postponement. Lekki Toll Gate reopening, youth alleged cover-up, threatened protest.
All right, from Daily Post newspaper, I have these headlines. Trump's second impeachment trial begins in the U.S. Senate. Abia women protest outrageous electricity bills, call out EEDC. IGP 10-year extension. The court will decide presidency on Buhari's action. Insecurity. Set up open grazing prohibition task force. Oyo Assembly. The Oyo Assembly tells Makinde each weapon bandit submitted can kill 2,000 people. Zamfara government be ready to take pains of high petrol cost. NNPC can't continue. Silva tells Nigerians. Buhari urged to rejig Nigeria's security architecture. You will get terrible signal from us soon. Biafra group tells Buhari government. Herdsmen crisis. Arrest, prosecute anyone found with arms. Presidency. Boko Haram attacks Gaidam in Yobe. And Governors Ikpeazu Udam set to commission Osokwa Aro Umweje Omoba Road. Borno accidents. Zulum's aide clarifies death of Mike Kanoribe in Lagos. Others, and I take some other headlines right here. Ondo, Amotekun arrests 200 cows, 2 herdsmen for invading farm settlement, attacking operatives. Abia government commends Methodist Church for leading in fight against COVID-19. Federal government states asked to connect all Nigerians to internet. Ondo nurses attack labor leaders for accepting 50% salaries. Intertribal conflict, leaders must unite against criminality. Divisive forces Lawan. Any bandit, kidnapper arrested will be prosecuted. Shibaju, Nigeria, economic conditions have deteriorated since NSAS crisis. IMF, Taraba deputy governor's aide kidnapped. Jigawa government declares 6 months jail term. 5,000 fine for violators of COVID-19 protocols. Family of deceased lawmaker Osi Prestige give details of his death. And Buhari means well for Nigeria. He keeps promises. Minister Ogbonai Onu. Finally, I worked with Mario twice. Buhari mourns late NNPC ex-MD.
Let's see some more from Premium Times. Senate receives Buhari's request to confirm new service chiefs. NSAS panel summons police commissioner, governor's aide over alleged killing. COVID-19, African finance ministers seek extra $500 billion. Foreign relations experts want ex-service chiefs rejected as ambassadors. EFCC files fraud charges against Nigerian senator. Some more from Premium Times. Nigerian soldier killed in Bayelsa by suspected oil thieves. FG to establish central database for forfeited assets. World Toothache Day, 10 important facts about oral health. While we're building rail to Niger Republic, Buhari flags of 1.96 billion naira Niger rail project. Let's see some more before we go to another paper. Nigeria needs 5 million jobs annually for 10 years to close gap. IMF, 67 IPOB members regain freedom after 5 months in detention.
And from Independent newspaper, be positive change agents in your communities. Group urges Nigerians. Labour Party demands full autonomy for local governments. Public key to security of society. Calls to reject Burate, Oloni Shakin. Others as ambassadors unnecessary. No Nigerian willing to join APC will be denied opportunities, says FCT Minister. Kwara APC begins registration, revalidation exercise. Revalidation exercise will check fraud in APC membership, Sajo. Don't allow anyone to dictate to you. Amechi advises Oane, the president. Gunmen storm church, cut away 1.15 million naira in Imo. Bandits in Edo will be treated as criminals. Obaseki, COVID-19. While we are deploying drones to deliver vaccines, El Rufai, Biden asks American diplomats to push for homosexual rights in host countries.
To the Guardian newspaper, Oshibajo Abiodun Oshoba revalidates APC membership in Ogun. Delta to prosecute contractors over power jobs. Senators notified of Buhari's request on new appointments. Lagos APC warns against mayhem over reopening of Lekki Toll Gate. Obaseki cautions against politicizing farmers' headers crisis. Community transmission of COVID-19 second wave hits 90.4%. In Edo, still from there, bandits Okay, I'll come back to that. Rivers United will be ready to battle Eyimba on Lovers' Day. That's the 14th of February. From The Guardian again, open grazing not sustainable, say Northern governors. Open grazing not sustainable, say Northern governors. Trouble ahead as APC reviews membership nationwide. Let's see some more. Senate fears ethno-religious war, famine. Still from The Guardian newspaper, let's see some more here. PDP in fighting in Ekiti. It's friendly tango. Malami revalidates APC membership, says Kebi. That is, let me see, I'll come back to that one. Says Kebi remains frontline APC state. Why I met APC governors, Fani Kayode. Let's go to the business side of The Guardian. DPR deepens floating LNG production with new license. Why government should replicate sugar policy in rice sector.
From Vanguard, which is the last paper I have right here, federal government has frozen my bank accounts. Sunday Igboho raises alarm. Nigeria to receive 16 million free doses of COVID-19 vaccines. UK government news extras. 35-year-old man rapes 90-year-old woman in Yobe. And bandits kidnap 7 commuters in Ondo. Release 3 to go for ransom. 2023 new electoral law won't guarantee credible polls. Reps Deputy Whip NAS reassures on Electoral Act. Cybercrime financial expert Vera Augustine warns Nigerian youths against get-rich-quick syndrome. ICRC seeks renewed media support in reporting humanitarian issues. Sunday Igboho, Muhammadu Buhari and eaters of sour grapes. The era of rule by force of arms is over. Police threaten to reject summons over death in custody probe, alleged contract scam. CSOs reject allegation against Education Minister. Herdsmen menace Southeast governors not serious with open grazing laws in Digbo. All right, short while we'll take a break right now. We'll come back for the analysis of the news this morning. Good morning.
Every day is another chance to do it all over again.
Get the best of starts on the break of dawn. 32 FM 94.9.
Honey, must you go?
Babe, you know I must. Besides, you can always video call me.
Hey, what if your battery runs out?
I've got my power bank.
Hey, and when your power bank runs out?
Babe, I've got my laptop.
Okay, wait. What if your data runs out?
Babe, you know we never run out of data.
Never run out of data with Airtel Home Broadband Unlimited Ultra plans. Enjoy unlimited data with no speed cap plus extra data daily, so you never have to worry about running out. Visit www.airtel.com.ng/HBB to get started.
Babe, but I just left the house.
Yes, honey. It's video calling all the way.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Guy, how far now?
If you see this game, in fact, go to channel 203 now.
Wait, let me check. But I can't view the channel.
Really? You haven't heard of Step Up? Now I'm watching live sports action from the biggest leagues since I upgraded my DSTV subscription. And I got the next higher package.
That's right. Step up to the next level. If you're on the younger package and upgrade to confirm, you will get the next higher package. DSTV Compact, worth 7,900 naira to enjoy all the live matches. Offer available for a limited time only. Terms and conditions apply.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Yes, cavities out!
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
Thank you for staying tuned. 32 FM 94.9, 17 minutes past 6 from our studio here. Break It On newspaper review from our studio, 32 FM 94.9. I am OLUTAYO OGUNADE.
My name is ADEYANJU. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, this morning from here I have two big stories. One is about the 10-year extension of the IGP. The court will decide on President Buhari's action. I have another story right here which I would like Austin to respond to. Be ready to take pains of high petrol costs. NNPC can't continue, Silva tells Nigerians. And there is actually another one. Buhari means well for Nigeria. It keeps promises. That's from a minister. Let's not forget that Fayemi said something. He placed the administration scorecard and he said the administration is doing better than what we had in the previous administration of Jonathan. And we have something from Oyo State. Insecurity set up open grazing prohibition task force. Oyo Assembly tells Makinde. So once Austin comes, then we start.
All right, Austin Odomo is right here with us now in the studio. Good morning to you,
good
Austin.
Morning,
All right.
Andele, good morning.
I don't know. Dele said, big stories. I don't know what makes it big. Anyway, I know Lori Roy is big. But come on, Austin, let's react to this headline.
Yes, let's start with the extension of the IGP.
Yes, the president has done that. A lot of people have made case for such. If you look at the extension, it is unnecessary, especially the reason given. The presidency gave a reason that they need like 3 months to be able to get a very effective candidate.
Maybe they are likely to import somebody.
So you begin to wonder, if you had to wait for a competent candidate, what of 3 months before the expiration of the time? Because the truth of the matter is that on the face of the law, the IGP, Adamu Mohammed, is no longer a police officer. That is what it means.
According to the last...
yes, according to the 2020 police reform, because it states that an IGP shall be appointed from within the force, which means a serving police officer. That implies that an officer who has not officially retired, either by 35 years of service or 60 years of age. So that is just about the law. So the president coming aboard with excuses that, he had to extend, the president has the prerogative and what have you, that does not really hold water. I think we really need to, this administration is noted for extension of people's year of service, especially those that have retired. Does it mean that we are not prepared? Or at the end of the day, where is the next IGP going to come from? Is it going to come from the sky or what have you?
Or is it throwing caution in the wind? Because we must have learned some lessons from the Burata episode.
Yes, if you look at the Burata episode, that is one thing. Apart from the Burata episode, these ones have gone. We also have the Accountant General of the Federation, wherein the Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria had to come up with a very parochial excuse. You understand that, the president has the right to keep somebody beyond 60 years of age in the service of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. All of these arguments, they don't really hold water. It shows that either the president is not in total control of the administration, or some people are trying to play ball somewhere, while renewing the tenure, giving somebody another 4-year mandate, somebody that has clocked 60 years. So these are issues that I think the government really need to look at. Don't also forget, for one extension of service you have granted, you have also denied a lot of people, even within the service.
We have a lot of AIGs queuing behind, a lot of DIGs queuing behind. So of all those people, do we say they are incompetent?
The truth is that a lot of AIG and DIGs will go. Because if you look at Olafemi has even gone to his hometown, he has been welcomed because he has retired. He's supposed to have gone with the IGP. Okay. The IGP that he should go with, he's still in office, but he has gone. A lot of AIG and DIGs will go. A lot of Nigerians too do not also understand the peculiarity of the Police Reform Act 2020. It states that the National Assembly, in their wisdom, by that law, had to tenure the office of the IGP 4 years, which means that a lot of these DIG and AIG who do not have up to 4 years. You know, as IGP before, you might even have 1 year remaining to go, like the case of Solomon Arase. You can even have like 1 year and the president will appoint you, and at the end of your term you have to go. But now that it's tenure, it means that you have to still have 4 years or more.
The 4 years is statutory.
Yes, the 4 years is now statutory, so that no president will just come and say, I don't like the face of the IGP, or he did not help me to ring election, or he did not help me during election, therefore you go home, like we saw in the case of Suleiman Abba. So all of this the National Assembly has done, and the president is under obligation, bound by law, to actually adhere to this particular law. So irrespective of the way you look at it, I think the action of the president is illegal.
Some would tell you that Buhari has not done anything, different from what Jonathan did or what OBJ also did.
Yes, that he has not done anything different does not actually make it right. During the time of OBJ and Jonathan, there was no 2020 Police Reform Act. You understand? You know, the dynamics of law and amendment to our law also changes from time to time. That is what we need to look at. That somebody has failed in one area, or that somebody didn't do well in one area, should not serve as a basis for people.
After all, Nigerians voted for change.
For people not to adhere to some of these things that we talked about. So most of the time, it does not have to necessarily work that way. In the past, we have seen somebody picked from the back as IGP. In the case of Suleiman Abba, he was picked from the back. The only luck for Solomon Arase at that time was that Jonathan did not retire him. You know, after Abba fell out with Jonathan, he removed him. He became the shortest person to have served as IGP in Nigeria, because he spent about 9 months just in office. So after the election in 2015, he removed him, and that gave, by posterity, Arase to still become the Inspector General of Police. So that somebody has made a mistake in the past does not mean that current government will have to necessarily make that mistake.
Why is it difficult for us to follow rules of law in this country?
That is what we are talking about. Immediately the president signed it into law, he assented to it, it becomes law.
We have
so
the
president is
but
under
we can't
obligation
even follow the
to actually look at it. Some people might also be of the opinion that any act of parliament should be subservient as far as the constitution is concerned. What is the constitution? What is the act of parliament? This is a law that has been amended. A section of the constitution that permits the president to extend the IGP tenure was amended that once you are a police officer, it is from as a police officer that you'll be appointed as IGP. Now Adamu has retired. That makes him to cease to be an officer of the Nigerian police force. So what we are having now is somebody who is supposed to be at home as a now civilian, wearing police uniform under the guise of extension of service.
Adegboruwa is in court now. If eventually the court rules against the present IGP, the IGP in question, what happens to the IGP? What happens to President Buhari?
Well, the government, this particular government, is notorious for flagrant abuse as far as the rule of law is concerned. We have had series of court cases, even to the ECOWAS level, that the president or the government will flagrantly disobey. You know, there was a news that made the round on the internet over the weekend of about 2 billion purportedly paid by Adamu to get his tenure extended in office by 3 months. Of course, unverified. We do not know how truthful is that. But you know, when rumors begin to go around, at the end of the day, there could just be some element of truth in all of that. Whether he has paid money or not, whether he lobbied or not, the point we are making is that we must be seen as a government that is committed to obedience to the rule of law at every point in time.
All right, away from that story, the immediate past national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Comrade Adams Oshobale, on Tuesday said the party's membership revalidation exercise called by the Interim Caretaker Committee is contrary to the party's constitution. And I have this one here from Daily Trust. Well, still on the revalidation exercise of the APC.
Of the APC. Of course, if you look at that revalidation exercise, first of all, it is seed time based on the spread and measure for the containment of COVID-19. It is strictly each time because it means that people have to converge in large number to get revalidated or what have you. Then let us now look at the revalidation exercise itself. What is the purpose of this revalidation exercise? The constitution of the APC says that members should be registered. That was done in 2014 when they came on board. according to the APC constitution, the truth of the matter is that there's no word revalidation or re-registration in their constitution. So this is just an attempt by some group of people who have now seized the structure of the party to actually get at some people. If you look at the growing concern,
get at some people how?
That is the issue. A lot of people would disagree with this. Those that are voting for this revalidation exercise, that are saying let's go ahead with it, they are the current people who has head the party by the jugular, who has seized the structure of the party. It favors them. That is why they are saying yes. You know, BC Akande, I think about 2 weeks ago, said the same thing. That they said, oh, the excuse is that those who have, some people have left the party for the period of that review between 2014 and now, and some people has also joined the party. Then what happened to membership update on the system? When you just click on your system, you clean up and do membership update. So we are looking at the APC. The caretaker committee, their primary mandate was to serve for, there's no room for even caretaker committee even within the APC constitution. Now that they have come, NEC has dissolved the former National Working Committee. They brought in caretaker committee to serve for 6 months. After the expiration of the 6 months, they get their tenure extended. So they have hijacked the structure of the party. They want to.
So those who are doing it now, are they being muzzled to do it?
Those that are doing it now, for the registration, of course, everybody keep their fingers crossed. But Babisa Kande also revalidated, but he had to share his opinion. You understand? Tinubu also said the same thing. Oshomole also said the same thing. Because when APC came on board, we have 3 angles to it. APC, the then ACN, came up with a lot of sacrifices in terms of donation as far as governors are concerned. The only governor on the platform of APC at that time was the Nasarawa State Governor, Tanko Almakura. You understand? So the agreement that time is that let the ACN take control of the party structure, while CPC will produce governance structure in terms of presidential candidate, which is Buhari. But all of a sudden, the CPC bloc said that, oh, power is very sweet. If we can get the president, we can also use the president to actually get the party structure. They have gotten the party structure now. Those that are canvassing for them, people like Fayemi, who say, oh, revalidation is okay. That is the point I just made now. Why going to the field to queue when you have your computer system, when APC has a secretariat? Is it not just to delete name on the system and also ensure that you do update of whatever that comes in? Why going to the field? The issue of re-registration or revalidation is not within the concern of the APC. Is it also a mandate of this caretaker committee? The primary mandate of this caretaker committee is to organize national convention, and whether possibly or not, bring aggrieved member or in terms of reconciliation for the party. That is the primary mandate. You know, they get their tenure extended because it was very delighted to them. It was very sweet. Right. Now they are revalidating so as to shut some people or to dictate the pace the party is going. If not for Oshibajo, it would have been a bigger crisis, because what they did was, the decision that they took at the NEC meeting, the last NEC meeting, was to dissolve all the party excuses across the state. And Oshibajo has to interpret the constitution to them, that how can you stand there by fiat and dissolve party ESCO, people that were voted into office for a tenure of maybe 3 or 4 years? You understand? So these are issues. It's all about politics. It's all about who takes control of the party structure ahead of the 2023 presidential election.
Okay, we have this headline here from Oyo State. Oyo APC begins membership registration on a peaceful note as local officials get materials. Looking at 2023, what do we expect to be different? Any third force in view? The Sorosoke generation, are they, really coming together to ensure that by 2023 their voice is heard?
Well, a lot still has to be done as far as that is concerned. We need more of youth participation. The Sorosoke generation, in my own view, they are just only active on the internet, on Twitter, and what have you. You need party structure to be able to win election. That's the truth. And if care is not taken, the way I look at it, it will still largely be between the APC and the PDP. Third force in the country will really work, because you hardly can find new people entirely. These are still the same old brigade. This same politician, they whether cross or drop the broom and take the umbrella, or discard the umbrella and take the broom. So for me, if we need a third force, it has to be a kind of sustained and ongoing conversation. A lot of people will talk about third force and they will go and keep quiet. maybe some few months to the election, they will come up. No, politicians who are real politicians who are interested in election or in political office, they are already strategizing. Some of us may think that 2023 is still far away, but a lot of people are strategizing because they are interested in becoming one thing or the other. So it is not just when you become active on Twitter and what have you. Look at the US presidential election, for example. Over 150 million people voted. How many people do we have in Nigeria? This current president, less than the last presidential election, less than 30 million people actually voted to determine who becomes the president of the country out of over 80 million registered voters. Where do we go from here? We prefer as youth to monitor it on the internet,
and argue on Facebook.
Yes, argue on Facebook, post fake results and what have you. We must be at the front burner. We must ensure that we bring people together and we support them.
Only if we have the Sorosoki generation taking over less popular parties and vying for positions, the lesser positions in the State House of Assembly, the chairmanship elections, the honorable ward elections.
Yes,
and all
the National Assembly.
Most of our youths are aiming for the presidential.
No, it doesn't work that way. You know, the late Balarabe Musa told some people who visited him who want to be president. He said it is quite capital intensive to run a presidential campaign in Nigeria. He said that you yourself, you are a treasury looter, or you have treasury looter as your supporter, and that is always the case. I've been involved in campaign financing before. I know what it means, even on governorship basis.
And with a ban on crypto?
Yeah, that is another thing, because crypto is like the major strength.
Is it a way of shutting out
for this youth? I do not think directly it's a major way of shutting out the youth, but I think the government should have to have a rethink in their activity. If you look at crypto very well, of course, some people will argue that it is not a legal tender in Nigeria. However, even the regular currency that we have, they are being compromised from time to time. So what the government should have done in the area of crypto, if you notice slush fund in terms of terrorist financing and what have you, you don't have to place a ban by fiat. You can come up with stiff regulation by which various deposit money banks can also help you to monitor and regulate the activity in terms of illicit financial flow of funds. So if you put that measure in place, you don't have to just throw the baby away with the bad water, or because you think you are having a headache, the best thing to do is to cut off the head. So this mono approach of government to every situation in Nigeria has to change, because if you look at that particular area, for example, it's an area that is doing exceptionally well because a lot of people are keen into it, not just for criminal, because you can't pinpoint that it's only criminals that are using that. If you have evidence to that,
what is Pantami saying? His jurisdiction is largely affected here.
Yes, his jurisdiction is largely affected. If you also look at government, for example, the way they talk, when the government came up with digital economy, for example, we thought that a lot of things were to change. They also talked about creation of jobs, and these are areas wherein income can multiply and jobs can also be created for the teeming youth to make ends meet. Since government is not readily available and government to a large extent cannot provide in terms of job all that we need for us as a people. So banning crypto currency by fiat, I think is also affecting digital currency, because if you are going the digital way and you have also set up a jurisdiction within the ministry of a digital economy and you are banning outrightly cryptocurrency, it means that it's either we don't understand what it means by digital economy, or something is wrong with the government or wrong with us as a people.
Let's go on a short break now. We'll be back.
Honey, must you go?
Babe, you know I must. Besides, you can always video call me.
What if your battery runs out?
I've got my power bank.
Hey, and when your power bank runs out?
Babe, I've got my laptop.
Okay, wait. What if your data runs out?
Babe, you know we never run out of data.
Never run out of data with Airtel Home Broadband Unlimited Ultra plans. Enjoy unlimited data with no speed cap plus extra data daily, so you never have to worry about running out. Visit www.airtel.com.ng/HBB to get started.
Babe, but I just left the house.
Yes, honey. It's video calling all the way.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Charles!
Yes, mommy?
Go and bring 2 sachets of hyper bleach for me.
Why
two? Because I'm using one to soak the whites and using one to kill all the germs.
But I can't see any germs here.
They are so tiny you can't see them, but they are there. And that is why I trust only Hypobleach to kill them all.
Make your white fabrics whiter and your household free of illness causing germs and viruses with the disinfecting power of Hypobleach.
Mọ ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àyíká rẹ nípasẹ̀ ìròyìn BBC ní Yorùbá. Nítorí kí o tó lè tayọ, o ní láti mọ̀ ọ́n. Ní ìmísí pẹ̀lú àwọn oríṣiríṣi ìròyìn láti ibi àti káàkiri àgbáyé. Nígbà tí o bá ní ìmọ̀ nípa ohun tó ń lọ ní àgbáyé, o lè ṣe ohunkóhun. Mọ ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àyíká rẹ. Wá BBC News Yorùbá kàn.
94.9.
All right, Breaker Down Newspaper Review, midweek edition on 32 FM 94.9. We're still talking about issues from the news this morning. Time Silva, Minister of State for Petroleum, has urged Nigerians to be ready to take the pains of increased petrol pump price as crude oil price goes up above $60 per barrel.
Yes, for how long shall we continue to take the pain, make sacrifices for the incompetence of the government? Because the idea is that when crude price increases at the global market, it's supposed to be like translate to financial advantage for us. Now that is on one hand, which means that government will earn more money in terms of crude revenue. Now the price of petroleum at the local market, what is happening to it? It is lack of the local refining capacity of the government that we find ourselves in this particular situation. So for how long would the common man continue to bear the brunt for the inadequacies?
Why is the government always in a hurry, to jazz up the price when there is, when it happens when there's price rise in the international market?
What's happened as far as price of crude is concerned is that it is a corresponding approach. When price increase in the crude market, the pump price in the local market had to also reflect correspondingly. What we have had the government done at one time or the other is that they have not actually been sincere or be very transparent with the people of this country. The argument now is that what is in need for the common man? What have you been able to do? Let's forget about the previous administration. This government has spent over 5 years in office. What have you been able to do to our hailing refineries? We have not been able to get the refinery work even at any capacity at all, any refining capacity. When this government came on board, or before they came on board, they promised that our refinery will work. But 5 years down the line, nothing is working like that, because whether we like it or not, when it increase, except we have to pay subsidy. But Timi Presiba has come out to say that, the under-recovery NNPC cannot continue to bear it. But the way it looks is that when crude price increase at the global market, it pays those in government a low. But in terms of petroleum prices in-house, it affects the poor people alone. And don't also forget, we are talking about inflation and people losing their job. This again, when price is upwardly adjusted, it will also affect the living standard of the people. Every cost of goods will go up because the commodity, PMS, is a commodity that affects everybody, both the rich and the poor. You don't have to have a car before you'll be affected. It will affect every strata of the economy.
What's your take on the advice from the IMF that Nigeria needs to increase our VAT again?
I think if you look at the increment of VAT, they are looking at alternate sources of revenue for the government. But have we been able to maximize what we have? What I also expect the IMF to roll out to us is that let's look at the area of the cost of governance. Sarcastically, the House of Reps spokesperson did say yesterday that they are dying of hunger, the members of parliament, that they are the poorest in the whole world, they are not better taken care of, and what have you. I see that as an
He said undue pressure from constituents.
Tayo, are you not under pressure? You're also under pressure. Daily, you're under pressure. I'm under pressure. Is it your friend that have lost their job? Won't you cater for them? They will talk to you. They will meet you. There are a lot of people that demand even money. Not money to build house, not money to buy car.
It was Raskimono who sang under
money
pressure.
to eat, money to eat, money to eat. You know, there's this Yoruba adage that says that when hunger is out of poverty, the remaining one is little. Because Nigeria on a daily, this will further throw people into poverty, and this government has promised to leave people out of poverty, but incidentally we are duplicating and multiplying poverty in the land. So we have to look at this issue of pump price critically. How can we be buying PMS for 180 to 200 naira per liter? I think that is not sustainable. So ordinarily, if you look at the IMF advice on VAT, it's something that should be like ordinary economy policy, but we don't have.
But we just increased it from 5% to 7.5%.
See, even during pandemic, Saudi Arabia jacked it up to 15%. But the truth of the matter is that those ones, what to eat is no longer their problem. They have been able to create an environment in terms of social good for their people. That is what is lacking in Nigeria. The money that is meant to service the poor, the money that is meant to leave people out of poverty, these ministers, the cost of governance, those in government, you have presidency and you have people budgeting fund for traveling where there is a global lockdown. You understand? So these are issues that we talked about.
Ogunade said Buhari means well for Nigerians, and because it's keeping many of his promises, and not many that it came at the time when national revenue was on the decline. Before now, crude was sold at $100 per barrel, and you know what it has been since it came to power, hovering around $60, and this has been one of the best in about 5 to 6 years now.
All right, let me also take this headline here from the Guardian newspaper. Open grazing, not sustainable, say northern governors. I think we should open the phone lines now. Austin will react together to that. 0906-2009-49, 0809-7000-949. Good morning. I don't expect any discerning Nigerian to be surprised on PMB's attitude on governance. We all knew this before we voted him again in 2019. Let's continue to enjoy the delicious food till 2023. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you. It's Mr. Bolaji from Akobo.
Good morning, sir.
Please, I just want to ask Osen Edumo, which one is superior, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria or Police Act? If the Police Act says that the person that to become ID to be a serving police officer and cannot extend to 4 years, beyond 4 years. And the Constitution says that the president has power even to extend anybody's something. I'm only saying this. I don't belong to any of these political parties. I'm only saying this because issue like this will even come again. Then we'll be condemning the president for doing that thing again. That is why I'm now asking, which one is superior? Does he have power to extend people something? If there is lacuna in any law, the Constitution of the Federal Republic take over. So that is what I'm saying. Obasanjo extended it. Jonathan extended the tenure of this thing. So which one is superior? Making three arguments. Thank you very much.
Right, thank you for your call there. Okay, on YouTube, we see you, Hola Motolani Abiola Omobasharun. This is not a time for hiking fuel in price. People are still nursing different injury in this country. The present government doesn't make provision for her citizens. Sunny Olajide, good morning, Tayo ANDDELE. I disagree with Austin this morning on Buhari performance. Let him tell us what change Buhari has brought to Nigeria or to the economy in particular. Yori Folarin, said good evening, people. Well done, gentlemen. Well, it's morning here. Thank you. We got that. Let's take this call here. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Austin. I'm Falodo calling from Kopa Ilodo.
All right, go on.
Yes. Briefly on that, President Buhari has not performed. He has done his best. He was working under a systematic failure. Even including Governor Shemakinde, work under systematic failure as a result of oligarchic constitution we are operating. Then on the issue of this petroleum you are talking about, federal government has been subsidizing it as of now until we have our own refineries, and the only way we can have refinery is that we should have to go and encourage private private people to go and build refineries like Dangote refineries. That's just the only way. Government can stand as a guarantor for them to get more.
Hello? Okay. I think the call dropped there. 090620949, 080970949. We'll be back in a bit. Please stay tuned.
Hey, why not they do her like this now? She offended on now.
Mommy, what is it? Why are you crying?
Ejiro, people heartless so. See what they do Anita.
Mama, who is Anita?
My dear, just leave Mama. Oh, she's in a world of her own with this movie she's watching on Airtel TV. You too can get special streaming 500 MB data for just 100 Naira to stream movies, series, music videos, and more. The best part is, you don't have to use your main data. Just dial *141 *106 hash now.
Hey, Mama, Anita don't see better man Mario. Just look at God.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Charles!
Yes, Mommy?
Go and bring 2 sachets of hypo bleach for me.
Why 2?
Because I'm using one to soak the whites and using one to kill all the germs.
But I can't see any germs here.
They are so tiny you can't see them. But they are there. And that is why I trust only hypo bleach to kill them all.
Make your white fabrics whiter and your household free of illness causing germs and viruses with the disinfecting power of hypo bleach.
Hey, why did you put it in the pot like that? You're supposed to break it first.
Says who? This is how I cook my pasta. Besides, it's golden penny pasta. It's non-sticky, so it doesn't matter.
But I want to cook it with meatballs mixed with pepper sauce and cheese.
Go ahead and enjoy your golden penny pasta just the way you want it. Golden penny pasta is made with durum wheat, which contains protein, and it's non-sticky, so you can cook, serve, and eat just the way you want it. With golden penny pasta, your way is best.
It's the Smart Kids Show!
Smart kids, are you ready to have a happy moment on radio, learning, and at the same time having fun?
How many sevens can we get in 49?
That would be 7.
All right. By how much is 55 more than 33?
55 more than 33. 22.
If you share 16 coconuts among 4 people, what will each get?
4.
That's interesting. How many 3s are there in 18?
6.
And a king had 15 horses. Share amongst 5 people.
3.
Okay, that's interesting. We got a winner this morning.
Then join Auntie Yellow on 32 FM 94.9, Mondays to Fridays, 7 a.m.
Smart Kids Show. Let us learn, unlearn, and relearn.
This season of love, jaws will drop.
Babe, wow!
New dance moves will hit social media.
You go be my ladder, go be your first.
Rookie hype men and ladies will emerge.
This is dope, legit. What?
Let's not forget the cool and the other gangs.
Oh, baby!
This is too much. You shouldn't have.
Whatever the reaction might be, know that when you buy 2 smartphones of your choice from any Glow World outlet, you get up to 36 gigabytes for 6 months to share with that special person this Valentine. You've made more than just their day. This smartphone festival offer is exclusive to Glow World stores from the 8th to the 22nd of February 2021.
Glow Unlimited.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Fagbemi from Ibadan.
Right.
You see, I've been saying this. Anytime the president and his people, and even their supporters, see that something is bad, but they can hide under the Constitution to perpetrate it, they will quickly say the Constitution is the one they are following. That which one is greater, the Constitution. But when something is not, good for them, but is good for Nigerians, they will quickly run away from the Constitution. They will not obey the Constitution. That is their lifestyle. And finally, you see, I've been saying it. in as much as Nigeria do not, do the proper thing, since they have allowed people, leaders who did not know anything about governance at all, not to talk of good governance, then we should continue to pay for this consequence. Next time, we should look for somebody who knows about governance, not just people that they will just force there to be doing stuff. Nigeria will be delivered. Good morning.
All right, good morning. Number to call 0809 7949, 0809 7949, 0906 200949, 0906 200949. You can come on YouTube to drop your headline, drop SMS, or call this line. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Mr. Adekunle speaking from Akpata.
Good morning, sir.
Last year, we talked about this fuel issue. I told you that fuel is going to 200 naira. Then you hardly believe what I said. That is number one. Number two, these people on top, they don't have the love of we Nigerians. They are just there for their own business. That's number two. Now, we're talking about cryptocurrency. Now, the government is banning it because they knew that the poor masses will gain something from there. You can say that these people don't have the love of we masses. We pray that God will give us will deliver us from this set of people. In Jesus' name. Good day.
0906 2009 0809 7949 to drop a comment this morning. Let's see another one here. Okay, this one is talking about bringing Nigeria out of its present state. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Awale Baramas. I've been telling you always, if you cease to structure our to know as our law is being a good, we can never go no.
All right, 0809 7949, 0809 7949, oh, 0906 200949. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Please, this constitution, this Nigeria constitution we are talking about, who are those people that make this constitution? How many Yoruba were there? How many Igbo? How many Hausa? We need to change this constitution. This constitution is not okay for us. It's not suitable for some ethnic group. Let call it spade a spade. Thank you, Austin, for your unbiased analysis on this platform. Thank you. This is Mbasharo.
Thank you, Mbasharo, for your comment there. Austin, do you still want to address which one is superior, or the other caller addressed it?
Yes, the other caller partially addressed it, but the Constitution in Section 171 did say that the president has power to appoint or to hold anybody in office.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir.
This is John Laruaju from Agbo.
You're welcome, sir.
On the issue of calling the youth to join the political party in Nigeria, I will disagree. The reason is that if we join the political party now, I'm telling you, we too will become like them when we enter into the system. Because if you form another political party, look at Sowore, he formed the party, and look at how the way they frustrate his party in the last election. And I'm telling you that if we don't change this constitution, what we need to do as a youth is to mobilize ourselves to make sure that this constitution must change first and this country must be structured.
Hello, John.
If you are just joining the political party,
hello, John,
this bad constitution that we have on ground, when we get to the power, when we have get the power finally, if care is not taken, we will also be like them.
So what platform do you want to use, John? Okay, I think it's gone. If you're not joining any political party, if you're not creating your own or starting your own political party too, how do you want to gain power?
I think massively too, we have to participate. Participation does not necessarily mean that you have to form a new political party. In the last presidential election, we have a lot of youth, yet most of the youth still vote for these elderly people who have always been around. The Constitution says in Section 171 that the president can exercise his discretion in holding people for appointment. and offices were listed. The Constitution also says in subsection 5 of that section that the president, in appointing people to offices, shall take note of federal character and also promote national unity. It is only when we want to deceive the people that we hide behind a finger. The truth of the matter is that the president, even if you are holding somebody, it should be somebody who has not retired from office, either by age of extension of service or 60 years statutory age of retirement.
Hello, morning.
Hello, Kaya ANDDELE Austin. Good morning.
Good morning, John.
Yeah, this is John. See, Austin, when the brain runs faster than the hand, the result will always be bad handwriting. Our constitution is an error. In favor a majority. That is the problem.
Hello, John, are you there?
All right. Okay. Actually, laughing right there. He said something. I've never heard this in my life. When the brain runs faster than the hand, then what we have is bad handwriting.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Abi. I'm calling from Monia.
All right, Abi.
Yeah, well, the rail to Niger, if really is for economic importance, nothing wrong in making with other countries. But of what relevance is it to the country presently? Wasting billions of naira at this time when we need to do internal restructuring and all the rest. That is the only doing railway to London from Nigeria. There is no problem, but of what relevance is it when we are in crisis in every aspect of life? When on a planet every other this thing are hooking on our necks. That is just the only area with which I think that issue of railway to Nigeria now, no matter how important it is to Nigeria, let it be a thing of maybe 3 years or 4 years, let it be a vision so and so. To me, it's an economic squeeze as far as the economy of Nigeria is concerned now. Have a nice day.
Thank you for your call there. Can we take one more call before we go?
I don't think so.
All right, that's Dilly there. That's the timekeeper. But let's see one more before we go. 30 seconds. Well, usually. Hello.
Hello, good. Mr. Bolaji again.
All right, can we do 30 seconds?
Was there any furore when President Muhammadu Buhari extended the tenure of CBN governor? Was there anyone? Anybody that? Do we have anybody that cry against it? Good morning, thank you. No, I have one Nigeria.
I think we are missing the points. Maybe because we support Mr. President or what have you. Is CBN governor up to 60 years yet? Is CBN governor part of the civil service? He was appointed from outside the civil service. He was the MD of a bank, a city MD of a commercial bank before he was appointed. Can you see where we are missing it now? It's not somebody that rose through the rank and filed within a ministry or department or agency of government. So that is what we are talking about. They are quite different.
All right. Thank you, Oseni Domo. Thank you much more, our listener. We appreciate you. My name is OLUTAYO, OGUNADE. Coyote is already signaling to us that we need to leave the studio. Up next is Smart Kids Show with Auntie Yellow. Daily ADEYANJU, good morning.
Good morning.
The station admired